Okay, can I ask you a question? Have you ever had a burning desire to achieve something in your life, but life just gets in the way? Yet, that desire never leaves you. That's where I'm at right now. Hello, this is my first long-form video. I am J. Louise, but you can call me J-Lo. I am a music teacher and saxophonist, mum to one wild, almost 5-year-old, and this channel is pretty much dedicated to me locking in for the next 365 days, becoming the sax player I've always dreamed to be. When I was younger, I studied classical saxophone, and I tried to get into university, I think twice, and failed miserably because I just would get the worst performance anxiety. So I decided to go study a Bachelor of Arts, majored in film and popular music. So I still got to study some form of music, which I loved because I got to learn about, rock music and pop music and the recording industry, and it was amazing. And to be honest, I think that was the path that was more suited to me. I really don't think studying classical saxophone would have been for me. So once I did my Bachelor of Arts, I did a graduate diploma in education and became a qualified music teacher. And music teaching was supposed to always be the fallback, but unfortunately bills had to be paid, and I went down that path of teaching, and in the process my sax playing kind of went to the side, my progress went to the side. In fact, my skill level gradually over the years just decreased. I don't think I would be able to play the music that I played when I was my late teens, early 20s. But that desire to be the sax player I've always wanted to be has never left me. I've toyed with the idea of going back to uni. Oh, it could easily be 6 years or more, but it's committing to another 3 years of study. It's getting that additional university debt of maybe $60,000+. I asked one of my mentors, do you think I can achieve this without going to university? And she said yes. So that's what I'm going to do. 365 days of really hard work, locking in, starting with foundations and adding elements as I go to become the sax player that I've always wanted to be, and to finally follow that fire. I think one of the things that has stopped me from pursuing this sooner is the intimidating realization that I suck, and doing the exercises in order to make me the sax player I want to be really exposes how limited my ability is. Then there's also the comparison, the toxic trait of comparing. Don't do it. Like, I would look at people and be like, see, that's where I should be. That's where I should be right now. If I had have locked in 10 years ago, that's where I would be. And then I would start training on my sax, and I'd be like, this is going to take me forever. What's the point? Bad mind frame. Horrible mind frame. And then the other thing is age. I'm like, well, I'm 35 now. It's too late. I'm 38 now. Now I have a baby. Like, maybe I should just give up. I don't know how many times I've said I should just give up saxophone. I'm glad I never did, but it's just, those negative mind frames really held me back. I am 40 now, and I have never been more determined in my life than I am now to finally make it happen. So what you'll see on my channel is I'll be posting my practice sessions, my rehearsal sessions, performances, anything and everything. And I think my first lot of goals is going to be just really the foundations. So I want to revisit all my major scales. I want to do some transcriptions. I think one I definitely want to do is Dexter Gordon's Blue Bossa. Not all of it, because I think he solos for a solid 3 minutes. But some of it, to really train my ear and help me learn some more jazz language through listening and playing. Then I think my favorite sax player, or one of my favorites, is Clarence Clemons. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He does the solo in the song Born to Run. So I'm going to be doing that one as well, which will be really great for my technique because I really struggle to get that high. I think it's either a high F or a high F sharp. I squeak a lot. That means I would have to work on some long tones in order to find out my embouchure placement in order to achieve the high notes. So scales, long tones, overtones. Without those, whilst they sound boring and perhaps monotonous when you do them, they are crucial to developing your tone and your sound on your saxophone. So I think that's it. Major scales, tone development, and transcriptions. I'll probably do a little bit of jazz study as well, but because I am part dyslexic, the memorization part is really hard for me with the processing and everything like that. So I think that's going to be another avenue to explore. So if you're dyslexic and a musician, give me any tips that you have, but we're all kind of different. And then if you're dyslexic and you're starting out in music, maybe follow along, and I'm definitely going to be sharing what I discover and what works for me during this process. That's it. Welcome. Come along, follow my journey, see if I can do it. Can I do it? Who knows? Let's see where I go from now, sucking, in a sense, to this time next year. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I don't think I'll be Insta famous or YouTube famous. That's not the point of this channel. It's all about just documenting my progress, and anybody that will benefit from it can follow along. Any other saxophonists or musicians that want to support me and encourage me and say, go Jay, follow along. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you during the week for my practice sessions and my rehearsals, and I will chat to you next Friday for Long Form Friday.